Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be all about book reviews, and these are going to be all of the book reviews for the books that I read and reviewed on Chick-Lit Plus for October. So it's different from the favorites where I talk about all the books that got 5 stars between myself and my review team on Chick-Lit Plus. These are just going to be any book that I read in October and reviewed on Chick-Lit Plus. So some that I mentioned will be the 5-star books, so I won't really get into those because you can just watch the favorites video if you want to see those reviews. But I'll just be sharing my October reading list and what I thought of all the books that I read. So if you would like to see what I have been reading, then please keep watching. First up is If You Only Knew, and this is by Kristan Higgins. And I did give it 5 stars, but I also did a full video review on the book because it's one I listened to in audio, and I just thought it was so amazing. And I've noticed I've started doing a lot of my audiobooks that I've chosen. I'm starting to do the full video reviews for them. So I have a video review on If You Only Knew, and that's the only book that I talk about in that video. So I go pretty in depth into the book, but I did give it 5 stars. I will put linked up here and in the description box below. I'll put the link to that direct video if you guys want to see my review on that, but absolutely loved it and definitely recommend. The next one that I have is Ex-Treme Measures, and this is by Mickey J. Corrigan. And I think this is the second book that I read by Mickey, and I have enjoyed both of them. I believe Red Hot Blues was the other one that I have read, so I can leave my review on Chick-Lit Plus below. I will leave in the description box below all of the Amazon links to the books that I'm talking about, plus the reviews on Chick-Lit Plus that I did, if you want to check out either of those. But yeah, this is my second one by Mickey. Basically, I thought it was interesting because we follow Vanna Treme. Like, her last name is Treme, so that's like the Ex-Treme Measures. Play on the name, you get it? But we follow her, and she's basically like a private detective that looks into like cheating husbands and that sort of thing. But then she will take it an extra step and kill them for you if you want them to die. Great. But I thought it was really interesting. Seriously, the whole book, I was very invested in it because I don't want to say that it was unique because, this happens, this has been written about before, but I loved the writing style. It was very catchy. It was very fast-paced. It was easy to fall into Vanna's life and see how it all works. And of course, there's, a lot more going on than just her job. There's, kind of a romance with one of her associates, and then she's got an ex-husband who needs a lot of help, who keeps hanging around, and then the ending actually took like a very swift left, I thought, and we went into like a whole other realm of where I did not expect the ending to be like what it was, but it was very interesting. I gave it a 4-star review on Chick-Lit Plus, and I had a really good time reading it. The next one I have is The Truth About Carolyn, and this is by Randi M. Sherman. And this one was one that sometimes when it comes to Kindle books, I forget to read the blurb before I start actually reading the book. With like paperbacks and hardcovers, I just look on the back cover and I read what the book's going to be about, and then I start the book. And with Kindles, sometimes authors do put in the beginning their blurb right there so people can read it, and some authors don't. And a lot of times with the authors that don't put the blurb in there, I simply just forget to go look on Amazon, and so then I start reading, and sometimes I get surprised by what I'm reading. And this was one of those books. I don't know what. I literally went into it with no expectations. I just started reading it and seeing where we would go with it. Turns out Carolyn is in jail. She is in jail for like a murder to hire on her husband. Her husband was murdered by like a prostitute, and like he gets murdered, and then it was like years later that the prostitute says that she was actually hired by the wife to kill him, and so she was just following the order. So then Carolyn gets arrested and is in jail. Eventually she does get out. She does have 2 older daughters who try to help her like get back into life after prison and that sort of thing, and she manages to get a new job. And the whole thing with Carolyn, and why the book is called The Truth About Carolyn, is that she lies a lot. She's very manipulative. She's very dishonest. Yeah, she lies a lot, but she can, like, she justifies everything to herself. Like, she knows why she's lying, and, you know, it's okay because of this reason. It's okay because of that reason. So she eventually gets a job by lying on her application, you know, having a new name, because obviously, like, she's going to have a lot of trouble getting a job that she was in prison. Even though she got off, she still was in prison for murdering her husband, you know. So she's having troubles getting a job. She gets one by lying. And then I literally want to tell you guys the whole book because I had so much fun reading it. But the ending was like, what is happening? And there's a whole scheme involved with her work and that she's involved in. And the end, like the very last page, I was just like, that did not just happen, right? I mean, it was a lot of fun to read. I gave it 4 stars on Club Plus. I highly recommend that you check this one out. The whole first half of the book is like her trial and her at court, and I, like, for some reason, I just found that absolutely fascinating. I'm not like a big court person. I don't watch, like, my mom watches all these trials and stuff on TV. I don't usually do that. But I just had a great time reading about it. Of course, it was funny at the same time. But then when we move into the second half of the book and she's out and she's trying to get reestablished, and then we kind of realize that there's probably something funny happening with this job, but we keep reading. And then, of course, the ending happens, and I was just like, spot on. I like it. The next one I have to talk about is Copygirl. And this is written by Mitchael and Michelle Sassa. Not totally sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I was really excited to get Copygirl, mostly because, like, first glance, I see a pink book, I'm like, yes, and it's about, you know, like a working woman trying to make her way up, and I'm like, yes, I love that. It was kind of, what's it say, Mad Men meets The Devil Wears Prada, in this lively debut about a young woman working at the hippest ad agency in New York, and I was like, yes, this has my name written all over it. I was so excited to get it. I did give it 4 stars on Club Plus. I will say that I ended up really enjoying it, but the beginning was just like so slow to me that I really had a hard time getting into it and like getting excited for it, and knowing that I was about to pick it up again. I was kind of like, when is it gonna pick up? Like, when is the action gonna start? When am I gonna like feel that connection? Like, I felt like I had a really hard time connecting with the main character, which to me was confusing because we were kind of like the same age, and I could kind of see some of our own like ambitions in each other, and I'm like, so what's happening here? Why am I not connecting? But definitely, I would say like the last third of the book especially really picked up for me. I was really excited to read it. I didn't want to put it down towards the end. That's when it got really good to me. So I will say slow start. So if you do read it and you're finding yourself like struggling along in the beginning, I do say, you know, try to keep going and hold off it, because the end, it does get really good. So 4 stars. All right, the next one I have is Pieces of It All, and this is by Tracy Krimmer. And I did give this one a 5 star. So again, my October favorites video will be linked in the description box below. So if you want to see all those 5-star books, including Pieces of It All, please watch that video. This one is a new adult book, and I've just been becoming a huge fan of Tracy Krimmer. This is the 3rd book I've read by her, and I've absolutely enjoyed everything. I've given all 3 of her books that I've read 5 stars. So definitely an author to check out. Her first 2 that I've read are more like chick lit women's fiction, and then Pieces of It All was new adults. But I will leave the Amazon links below, and then all of my reviews on Lit Plus for her books, those will be linked below as well. Okay, and then the last book that I read and reviewed in October was Too Many Cooks, and this is by Bate. And I feel like I'm like sliding off my chair. I'm wearing these like really crazy yoga leggings, and they're really kind of like slippery, and I'm on like a wooden chair, and every time I move I feel like I'm gonna like slide right off. That'd be embarrassing. But this is Too Many Cooks by Bate. Again, I was really excited to get a copy of this book because it's like foodie fiction, and I just love foodie fiction. I've talked about it in so many of my videos, and I thought the cover was so cute. We got the eggs and the timer and, you know, whatever that is. I don't know, is that like flour? I don't actually know how to cook myself, so I don't really understand why I like foodie books so much. But this one was almost kind of similar to Copygirl, where the beginning I just was kind of like, what are we doing? When's When's the action coming? I did give it 4 stars on Chocolate Plus because, again, similar to Copygirl, it picked up at the end. The end I thought was so exciting, and I felt like I was like holding my breath at points. So I was like, oh, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? But basically we follow Kelly, and she has recently lost her mom, and she finds a letter from her mom that she wrote when she knew that she was going to be passing. So she wrote it to Kelly and basically told Kelly, like, you need to get out there. You need to be more ambitious. You need to live your life. Kind of put down the guy that Kelly was seeing, you know, calling him like boring and stable, you know, all those things. And she was just telling Kelly, like, you just need to get out there and really do something. And like just after that, Kelly gets a job opportunity to be able to go to London and to ghostwrite a copybook to ghostwrite a cookbook with a like famous actress. So this actress is Natasha Spencer, and she seems like great and wonderful, you know, on like TV and in the movies and stuff. She seems like she'd be like a really cool person. And when Kelly drops everything, you know, basically breaks up with this man that she's been with for years and goes to London to try to pursue this, she realizes that, you know, it's probably not going to be as great as it seems. Natasha is the celebrity that I feel like a lot of us probably think what celebrities are, like rude and just like disrespectful and not down to earth at all. Like they have no idea how the real people live. Like that is who Natasha is, and she treats Kelly so terribly, and she's just a very unlikable character. But Kelly's trying her hardest to help her write this cookbook, and there's a lot of flaws along the way and a lot of setbacks, etc. But then it really starts to pick up when Kelly starts a romance over in London. And I really don't want to say too much, even though I don't really think it would be a spoiler, but she starts a romance that she shouldn't, and everything kind of spirals downward and out of her control from there. And at the end, you know, I kind of get worried for her. Like, is she going to be okay? Is she going to be able to make it work? And I truly did enjoy the ending. But like I said, the beginning was just a little bit too slow for me. And it took me a while to read. I think because, like, this is it's a fairly big book. But honestly, like, the type, I just thought, like, the type was so small. Like, when I opened it, I was like, oh boy. And then, you know, when the beginning didn't really, like, kick off for me right away, I was like, whoo, this could take a while. It did take me a few, you know, extra days to read than what I might normally read a book in, but I'm really glad that I stuck out with it because the ending I really did enjoy. I liked getting little like recipes and like secrets to cooking along the way, even though I know that I will never use anything like that ever. It was still a lot of fun to be able to read. So again, similar to Copygirl, if you guys do want to pick it up and read it, and you're kind of struggling in the beginning, I do say hold on because I think you guys will really like the ending. So again, I gave that one 4 stars. Alright, so that was my October reading list and reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please be sure to give this one a thumbs up. Comment below if you did like it, or if you see any books on there that you think caught your eye that you might want to read, or if you read any of the books or authors that I've mentioned. Please do comment below and let me know. If you guys have any other video suggestions that you want me to do for November, please do let me know because I don't think I have my November schedule entirely filled out yet. Trying to think. I'm pretty sure I do not have it full yet. So if you guys have any suggestions that you want to see, again, just comment below and let me know. Of course, I'll be doing the hauls for you, reviews for you, favorites for you. I do have one video that I'm doing this month. I believe I'm going to do my like one-on-one book review video is going to be for A Week at the Lake by Wendy Wax. I just recently finished that one on audio, so that review will be coming. But if there's any other books that you want me to read and review or mention or find out about, you know, just comment below and let me know. I do have a giveaway coming for you guys in December, which I'm really excited for, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you have not, because it will of course be for my subscribers. I do actually just want to mention this real quick. I just got my first like affiliate code, I guess you call it, and that will be in the description box below now. But it's actually for like shampoo and conditioner, a while back, I got sent a shampoo and conditioner from Pura D'or, I think is what it's called, Pura D'or. And they sent me shampoo and conditioner. I ended up loving it. I mentioned it in my favorites video. I use it all the time. I was just so very impressed with it, and I just was talking about it in a lot of places, and they asked me if I would like a discount code for my subscribers and followers, and I was like, well, yeah. So check that out. That's below. Because it actually is for a like subscription club or something like that. It's called 2 Minute Club. And basically you join, it's just like with subscription boxes or whatnot, you'll get shampoo and conditioner delivered to you like on a schedule. You can pick what you want your schedule to be, but then instead of having to worry about buying or ordering or going out shopping, it just get delivered to you, which however many months you want it to be delivered. And then, so if you sign up with the link that is below, you have to go through that link. You place your first order, and then when you go to place your second order, you'll get $20 off. And then they told me that if you, like on your second order, say you only spend $15, when you go to use your third order, you'll still get another $5 off, because your second order would be totally free because you didn't use your $20, and then your third order, you would still get another $5 off to equal your $20. I hope that all makes sense. But everything is linked below. The shampoo and conditioner that I use is both for like the hair loss, because I lose hair like crazy. So that is the shampoo and conditioner that I use, and I've really been enjoying it. So I was really excited when they offered this to me. I was really surprised. I wasn't really expecting that at all. But if you guys are interested in something like that, it'll be in the description box below, along with a few other like discount codes and, you know, things like that that I have seen here or there. But anyways, I will stop talking now. I can see the sun is about to break out through the clouds and come blind me, so I will wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.